My fellow St. Martiners and visitors to our beautiful shores, I would like to take this opportunity to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. To those of you home for the holidays, welcome home. And to those St. Martiners who are spending a Christmas away from home, a Happy Holidays to you and your family as well. To our students, especially those studying abroad, many of you will spend this season miles apart from each other as you forego the comforts of home to further your dreams. I salute you for your commitment. Know that you are in our prayers, and we wish you a joyous Christmas wherever you may be this Christmas season. Mama, bake your Johnny cake, Christmas coming. An epic song that defines what Christmas means to every St. Martiner. Friendship, family time, and of course, lots and lots of food. The holiday season is my favorite time of year. An overwhelming warmth that comes over St. Martin is indescribable. A warmth that is a gift of sharing that keeps on giving indeed. In fact, at this time of the year, families and friends all over the world give gifts to each other, a gesture that defines Christmas itself. Christmas is really about the big present that God gave to the world. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6. This is the reason we celebrate, and an excellent reason it is to celebrate. The greatest gift I could have received this Christmas was to have the opportunity to serve you, the people of St. Martin, in my capacity as Prime Minister, a moment in my life that I am both humbled and honored by. It is also a time for us to come together with our loved ones, our families and friends. It is a time to cherish, but also a time to reflect. Let us remember how fortunate we are to live in this paradise despite the adversity we have faced. Despite those difficulties, St. Martin has remained a resilient nation. And when we need each other the most, we have risen to the occasion to demonstrate that together as one people, we are at our very best. The holiday season 2019 reminds us of how far we have come since Hurricane Irma, but also that there is so much more work to be done. We know that there are still many families without roofs or sufficient income as a result of the devastation of 2017. And our prayers go out to you and every one of you. In this season of giving and hope, I ask that those of us who are more fortunate reach out to those who are the most vulnerable in our society, and in the spirit of giving, let us share what we have and give what we can. That is the true St. Martin way. I also implore you to continue in this vein, not only during the Christmas season, but throughout the new year and for as long as we can. We are, as a nation, as strong as our weakest link. And when one hurts, we all hurt. Let us take this time as a nation, as St. Martin, to reflect on what is truly important to us as a people and appreciate the blessings given to us by God Almighty. Let us take this time to show our gratitude for what we do have, this beautiful nation we call home. Give thanks and show gratitude each and every day to the Most High for love, for family, for health, for blessings, as well as all the lessons from which we can grow. On behalf of the Council of Ministers, I wish you all a safe and Merry Christmas, and may God continue to bless St. Martin and her people, here at home and around the world.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Mega Wadi is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
As an execution then is to organize a summit in the first quarter of 2020 on St. Martin. The migration situation on Curacao and Aruba and its impact in the community, and also the need for the enforcement and reinforcement of existing policies, standards, and sanctions. Basically, those are some of the very critical concerns as we also discuss and move forward within the Windward Island Chamber of Labor Unions. We discuss that the ILO, a tripartite organization, has completed or has turned 100 years old. This year was their 100 years of existence, and coincidentally also the ILO Caribbean has also made 50 years in existence. As Windward Island Chamber of Labor Unions, we sent congratulatory messages to the organization due to the fact that we were not afforded the opportunity to attend the ILC, so the International Labour Conference, that is held yearly in Geneva, Switzerland, the year that the ILO, that was established in 1919, that that they actually became 100 years. Why is the Windward Island Chamber of Labor Union not attending these conferences? It is because, to start with, when you go to this conference, you are going under the kingdom, and the kingdom demands a tripartite delegation. Number 2, St. Martin needs to have a employers organization. In the past, a representative of the Chamber of Commerce has attended these meetings, but it is actually a representative of a workers' organization and a representative of a employers' organization. The fact that in St. Martin we are lacking with an employers' organization, that creates an imbalance in the representation of it being a tripartite setting. I notice a lot of times in St. Martin, the word tripartite is being used, while when you look at it in reality, the unions are left out. For example, earlier this year, when the St. Martin Consumers Coalition made the statement on the indexation of the old age pension, okay, and adding that, the minister at that time, Minister Amy Lee, who should be well aware of how a tripartite committee is built up, he instituted a tripartite committee to look into the applying and complying with the cost of living adjustment on the old age pension, widows, orphanage, etc. on that pension, And that tripartite committee did not include unions. Okay? So the delegation going to any conferences in the future has to be a tripartite committee. The fact that St. Martin have attended those meetings after 10-10-10, we were able and afforded the rights or the opportunity to attend those meetings in the year 2011, 2012, 2013, and 2014. It is felt now within the chamber that rights has been taken away from us, in the sense that we were told after that that it is better that via the ILO Caribbean, we organize some workshops and different type of trainings for young leaders within the unions, our shop stewards, and then spread the fees among empowering the young persons within unionism as to the work of unions, so preparing them so that as young people they can also take over the responsibility of trade unions and continue with principles like social dialogue, enriching to basically providing a standard within the workplace, and also the continuation of organized workers in the workplace. To date, we have sent proposals to the then minister. We have not seen a realization of that via the ILO Caribbean office, which is situated in Trinidad.
Make use of WIB mobile banking with easy access and direct usage of face recognition, PIN code, or fingerprint. Download WIB mobile banking app and make your transaction from anywhere at any time. For more information, visit wib-bank.net/quick-login.
Is for the Minister of Romy. Minister, in the past you have spoken of the road markings, the traffic lights, and the situation down in the quarter. What we have noticed, though, is the fact that we have a lack of traffic signs throughout the island. What has been done on your part to ensure that those signs are being re-erected? Because we are also seeing what used to be one traffic way becomes a two-way traffic. What has been done now to correct that situation?
Thank you for your question. Yes, you're correct. There's a lot of traffic signs that are missing. The tender process has been carried out, so we're now waiting for the finalization of it. And then the signs can be ordered, and as soon they reach, we will place them. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister Waver. We now move on to the third round of questions. Nikisha, you have the floor.
My third question is for Minister Ian. I asked this question several weeks ago in regards to 2020 number plates. I don't believe you were present at the moment. But what I want to know, are we sticking to the current plates that we have? Will we be changing them? Or would we be going to the more environmentally friendly method of using stickers?
Good morning. Thank you for your question, Ms. Boseman. We started the discussions pertaining to the number plates, but we haven't finalized those discussions as yet, so I won't be able to answer that. But I will take into consideration the environmentally friendly number plates, which I think is a good idea, but I believe it was brought up once before and there was an issue why we couldn't switch over. So I will get confirmation on this. I do believe there are other opportunities for us in terms of number plates. So I will bring these up in the discussions in the nearby future. Thank you.
In the newspaper today, because during the entire week I had discussion with my inspectorate, where I have a close, very, very close relationship with, and I take advice from him as an expert on the arena of health. So we are busy trying to, in collaboration with other countries and St. Martin, Curacao, Aruba, we're trying to basically work in collaboration and see how we can tighten up on the control of the different foods that are coming in that are not being controlled. And I know that in the newspaper today as well, you saw that the inspectorate will be conducting more strenuous controls on the different foods. So there are ways to control if it's plastic or if it's original. But at the end of the day, that's something that the inspectorate is well capable of executing and knowing how to do it. Thank you. Does that answer your question? Because you still have a question mark on your face.
I'm not satisfied. For this reason, it was 2 weeks ago, I saw, I ain't going to say which area, the person brought back the rice that came from Thailand, and I investigated. It came out of Thailand. So how is possible that plastic rice, we emphasize plastic, we want to get rid of plastic. It damages the fishes in the sea, and now people have consumed it. I have spoken to people that consume the plastic rice. So it's not business as usual. It is very serious.
Yes, so it is something serious. We are taking all of those things into account. But again, like I said, we have to take the advice of the inspectorate, which is the expert on the arena, and together conduct and see how we can eliminate that all of these products is entering into our country. So steps are being taken, meetings are being held, but at this specific moment, that will be the answer that I have to give you.
Thank you, Minister Gordon Carty. Stephen Cerulean, you have the floor.
Thank you, Ms. Roach. My question is for the Justice Minister. Mr. Law Enforcement Council is very critical of the situation at the Point Blanche prison. In fact, they're saying that the situation is deteriorating very quickly. Recommendations have been ignored. Can you give us a status update, if you may, as to what's the current situation at the prison and what's been done from your end to ensure that this is corrected once and for all?
Thank you for your question, Stephen. Last week during the press briefing, I gave an account as to the fact that I met with the Law Enforcement Council. I also made an agreement with them that we would meet on a monthly basis in order to deal with the recommendations one by one. Having worked in the prison and seeing the situation firsthand, having visited the prison as a member of parliament and even now as a minister about two times, I know the situation from in and out direct, so it's not I'm not relying on second-hand information. It has my full attention. I was able to lift the strike that was going on for about 7 weeks within my first week in office. So that alone should show some sort of commitment to the issue. I also spoke to the chairperson of the Law Enforcement Council, and we made an agreement to meet on a monthly basis. And one of the things that we realized is that they give recommendations, but there's no, there's no body that deals with those recommendations. It comes to the ministry, the ministry reviews it, but there's no go-to person in that regard. And what I will do now is, in consultation with them as well, appoint someone that deals directly with those recommendations in order for us to tackle it. We know what the issues are, but now it's time to put somebody responsible so that they can be held accountable and make sure that all the T's and I's are crossed in terms of dealing with the issues in that regard. So it has my full attention and we are working on it. That's for sure.
Hello, St. Martin. My name is Jose Helaga and I play basketball. I have organized basketball events in St. Martin. Sport matters to me because it makes everybody come together in unity. So I challenge the businesses community to step up for sports and help us rebuild and repair our facility. I'm also asking the community to nominate local businesses in your area to take on the challenge and step up for sport because sports matter. Check out the Department of Sports SXM Facebook page for more information. Hashtag Sport Matter, hashtag Are You In?
Thank my colleagues, my colleague coordinators, which is Claire Elshot of the Wakelow and Raymond Yezeroon of the Seniors Association, who have put in, especially during my absence during 2018 and part of this year. Thank you very much for holding the torch. Since my return in May of this year, I've taken the full responsibility of organizing the Affordable Health, Food and Nutrition Program. It was tedious because I had to start all over again as a citizen of the island. However, being away for quite some time, it was difficult because I realized that a lot changed over the past 2 years since Hurricane Irma and Maria, and that government modus of operation also changed. But with patience and by the grace of God, we succeeded in setting up the project, the program. First of all, for us, it is a very successful program. For the following reasons, we have to thank the volunteers who gave hundreds of hours into this program. Without them, it was not possible to have achieved this level of success. So we want to take our hat off and congratulate all those who gave their free time to the program in making it a success. This program has become, as you hear it out of the mouth of both politicians and regular citizens, and people also, folks in the media, that it is the buzz of this year. It is the biggest program or activity that has taken place this year. But we want to also focus on the following issues. It is a known fact that the cost of living on St. Martin is amongst the highest in the region and in the kingdom. That has been proven. It is also a known fact that many of our citizens, that the wages and that the practice here on the island is that they are not
paying according to as the law described at a time, which is just barely minimum wage and not a justified wage, so people will have a proper life and to be able to feed their families. As a consequence of such wages being paid to workers, we take note also that it makes it very difficult for families to be able to provide a balanced meal for themselves and their families. That the prices for food items and non-alcoholic beverages is highly manipulated on St. Martin due to the way of doing business. We ourselves who have been engaged in this venture of trying to alleviate the situation by means of this program, however, we stand fully that poverty is an issue that needs to be fully eradicated. But this program has proven a point that poverty exists at a high level in this country. It is also known that many have not given it the proper attention, or throughout the 7 years existence of the anti-poverty platform, and has played politics with the sentiment of the people. Politicians, no government, no employers gave it its due position in society to address it. We and my organization, which is the United Consumers Association, was charged by the Anti-Poverty Platform for organizing this program. And the following is what we took note that came out of this program. We witnessed coming out of this program.